The indictment of James Comey, a controversial move with far-reaching implications. In a dramatic turn of events, former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted by a federal grand jury, marking a significant escalation in President Donald Trump's pursuit of his political adversaries. This development has sent shockwaves through the political landscape, raising questions and sparking intense debate. Comey, a long-standing opponent of the president, finds himself in uncharted territory as the first senior government official to face federal charges in relation to Trump's largest grievance, the 2016 investigation into potential collusion between Trump's campaign and Russia. "Justice in America," Trump exclaimed on Truth Social, labeling Comey as one of the worst human beings this country has ever been exposed to. Comey now faces charges of giving false statements and obstructing a congressional proceeding, carrying a potential prison sentence of up to 5 years if convicted. Both charges stem from Comey's testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee on September 30, 2020. A source revealed to CNN's Jake Tapper that the indictment for lying to Congress is linked to the FBI's Arctic Haze leak investigation, involving classified information that appeared in 4 newspaper articles. In his testimony, Comey, appearing via Zoom, stated, "I had not authorized someone else to be an anonymous source in news reports." The indictment claims that statement was false. Comey responded to the indictment with a defiant message on Instagram, saying, "Let's have a trial and keep the faith." He added, "My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent." Attorney General Pam Bondi emphasized, "No one is above the law," reflecting the Department of Justice's commitment to holding powerful individuals accountable for misleading the public. But here's where it gets controversial. The charges were presented by Lindsay Halligan, Trump's former personal attorney and the new top prosecutor in the Eastern District of Virginia. Notably, she was unaccompanied by any career prosecutor and was the sole Justice Department official to sign the charging documents. During a brief hearing, a judge announced the case against Comey, revealing that 14 jurors agreed to indict him on counts of false statements and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. Halligan, with no prior grand jury experience, underwent a crash course with DOJ attorneys and FBI officials ahead of the hearing, participating in practice runs to prepare. Comey is accused of making an alleged false statement to the Senate Judiciary Committee in 2020, despite being asked the same question years earlier under oath. Prosecutors claim Comey authorized a media leak about an FBI investigation via an anonymous source, but then denied it to the Senate. In a 2020 Senate hearing, Senator Ted Cruz confronted Comey with an exchange from 2017 congressional testimony. Cruz quoted Comey's response to Senator Chuck Grassley's question about being an anonymous source, "Never." Comey stood by his 2017 testimony when questioned by Cruz in 2020. And this is the part most people miss. A grand jury rejected a third charge against Comey, an unusual occurrence in the federal court system. This charge, not included in the indictment, appears to relate to Comey's response to a question about an alleged plan by Hillary Clinton during the 2016 campaign. Comey's answer to Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, "That doesn't ring any bells with me," has fueled conservative theories about Comey's motives. The grand jury did not reach a majority of 12 yes votes out of a possible 23 to indict Comey for this exchange with Graham. Comey's son-in-law, Troy A. Edwards, Jr., resigned from his position as a senior national security prosecutor shortly after the indictment, citing his oath to the Constitution and country. The indictment comes amid concerns expressed by Attorney General Bondi and prosecutors about the case. Trump has exerted pressure, demanding criminal charges against his enemies, while attorneys within the Eastern District of Virginia have expressed reservations about seeking the indictment. As reported by ABC News, Bondi, who had dinner with Trump at the White House Rose Garden, has faced internal debates within the Justice Department. While some officials worry about the strength of the case against Comey, political aides argue that if Trump was prosecuted, others like Comey should face similar consequences. Comey is expected to be arraigned in federal court in Alexandria, Virginia, on October 9th. The implications of this indictment extend beyond the legal realm, raising questions about the balance of power and the potential for political influence in the justice system. What are your thoughts on this controversial indictment? Do you believe it is a fair pursuit of justice, or is it a politically motivated move? The floor is open for discussion.